Hey guys, this is Ace Blazer, and this is the second video, or the second battle I had in the Dark Days of Rome tourney. And this is my Eastern Roman army, 2 archers, 2 Eastern archers, 4 committed tenses, 1 committed tenses for first cohort, 2 Plumbatari, and 2 Equite Clibinari. And today my opponent is Artaxerxes of Persia. Yeah, here's a little close-up of my army. Alright, so Artaxerxes has got the Alemanni. He's got, I think, like 6 units of Golden Band, 6 units of Chosen Axemen, and like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 units of Spear Warband, and 1 unit of Light Cavalry back there, Barbarian Cavalry. Alright, so he's got a rush army, no archers, 1 unit of cavalry. As soon as I saw that, I pulled my archers back, and I'm gonna let my infantry stay in the front. And hopefully I can shoot them to death, because the Alemanni are like Germans in Manila. They have very bad armor. Alright, these are his berserkers. He's got 2 of them. So they're gonna rip through my line. You can see men already flying up. And I'm not liking this at all, because he can probably chew apart my line, no problem. See these guys, they look like big claymores. Damn. And he's got spear warbands in the back as well, so I'm not too sure how I can hammer and anvil this guy. I was really thinking about this, because like, geez, he's just overwhelming me from the front. These chosen axes here as well, yeah. Just big mass of death hurling towards me. And you see one of my units just routed there. Now, I tried doing hammer and anvils, I do a lot of damage here, but it's just not enough. My Clibinari, I shouldn't have got them, because they're only good in melee, they don't really have a good charge. And I needed cavalry with a good charge bonus, so I should have gotten like cataphracts or something, or maybe even a lighter cavalry. But I just gotta work with what I can do. So at this time, I'm like, okay, I'm screwed. Gotta withdraw here. I withdraw my whole battle line. Hopefully,
this is no way for a Roman to
I can
behave.
use my archers.
Shame will be his forever.
Shoot them, maybe surround
Your
his
general
mass.
runs away.
Let's and I was gonna see whether I can just bleed him to death with my archers. Things aren't looking too good right now because I've like lost half my infantry. My general's routing, and all I've got in my favor are my archers. So I sacrificed that unit of infantry to give my other guys more time to reform. So they fell for the glory of the Eastern Empire. He's still got 1 unit of berserkers. I think I killed the other, but this one's running around chasing my Clibinari. So for now they're being dealt with. They're not chasing after my infantry, which is a good thing. Alright, and he's isolated this unit of Golden Band, which I can use to my advantage. He hasn't really touched my first cohort. So my first cohort is gonna take the brunt, and I can charge them with my Clibinari. So there goes 1 unit. So thank goodness I left my first cohort out of the fight. And here's another sacrifice of committed tenses. They'll come back though. So as you can see, he's moving his guys around on a big blob, which makes it a very easy target for my archers to shoot. So I'm slowly bleeding him to death. But right now he's running after my largest unit, which is my first cohort. I'm gonna again sacrifice another unit of committed tenses and pull my first cohort out of there. I think it's the same unit I sacrificed before. Yeah, down to 20 men. That gives my first cohort enough time to withdraw. And you can see back there he's still got some cavalry running around, which can... Basically, it's like the main thing I'm worrying about, because those can take out my archers. So I'm going to try to pull my archers back. He moves really slowly. And I'm going to say, go melee, but then he pulls them out. And those infantry back there were trying to help out the archers, but they routed because they got in contact with the big mass mob. So I see his cavalry is not going to give up the chase, and I sacrifice this unit of archers in favor of my eastern archers, and that should give them enough time to run away. All the while my other archers are shooting into the cavalry. So I'm trying to deal as much damage to that cavalry as possible, then I can deal with his infantry. Over here his berserkers have kind of run all the way around, following my Clibinari. He kills like 6 Clibinari in this period because I forgot about them. But it's better than hitting my infantry. My infantry is what I need to finish the fight. So thanks to my first cohort, my infantry are have come back from routing, and I haven't lost any infantry units yet, except for one, maybe. Alright. And I finally killed this unit of berserkers by ganging up on them. Finally, instead of stopping the run. Alright, so here's the big mass blob. You probably should have spread them out so that they wouldn't be such an easy target for my archers. So they are taking a lot of casualties. This big mass blob. Still got 3 archers firing at them, and my Plumbatare shooting darts into them. So this is mostly a skirmish battle. I'm basically forced to do a skirmish type of mode because, you know, he's just overpowered on infantry, so there's no way I can really win in a head-on fight. So I'm gonna try to focus on his strong units, the Golden Band and his Chosen Axemen. I'm not too worried about the Spear Warbands because their morale is not really good. Spear Warbands are more like filler, and you'll see why later. They just make his army look really big. Yeah, as soon as he came on in that big mass charge, I was like, oh my god! And I think that withdrawal definitely saved my army, otherwise I would have died right there. It's a very good tactic, I must say. So I'm just shooting, unloading all my ammo, hopefully demoralizing the enemy, and I'm trying to target the general.
General is slain, and now his men fear us.
He takes it.
It is time to press the attack.
And I managed to catch his cavalry over here, my Alemanni. So thankfully, yeah, he's running his guys around and they're getting very exhausted, whereas mine are usually sitting still. So my guys have more stamina in the end. My guys are winded, theirs is like very tired or exhausted. So that bodes well for me. Just trying to keep my guys as rested as possible. Alright, so it looks like he's gonna make the hill. And he's got his big massive infantry going up there. His spear warbands are moving very slowly because they're in the Skilmtron formation, which is like the circle. And that means they move very slowly. Kinda like when a unit is in phalanx mode. See, all these men are down to like half their size and stuff, because I've been concentrating my archer fire on them. And it's done me well. Alright. Yeah, look at all these dead bodies. Just slowly bleeding him to death. Let's try to surround him. Just running all over the field. Alright, so this unit of Spear Warband got isolated. And I decided I'd charge it with my Alemanni, who are still like full strength. About 52 Alemanni. And they rout. And I pull out. But then, yeah, these Spear Warbands, you can see right there, they are useless. They're like peasants. And they are exhausted, they are, you know, wet, raining, they're tired, stuff. They're not going to deal with it. They're running away. And that unit in the middle, Chosen Axemen, they couldn't handle it anymore. They're exhausted, they lost their leader. Lost all their friends. That's the thing about Barbarians, you know, morale is so weird and, you know, unreliable. That's what happens. Alright, I'm gonna cut ahead a bit here to make the video a bit shorter. Okay, so a couple minutes later, after I've shot most of my arrows, I'm moving my infantry in, and this unit on the right here, this infantry unit, has still got some plumba, some darts, and they're gonna throw them into the formation. Now, I've actually got some archers that still have some ammo left, but I am willing to end the fight right now. And he is going to come in. See, my first cohort... Yeah, there you go, there's some damage. My first cohort still got most of its men left. So I'm going to use them to hold the line and surround his men. Here we go. Charge! Alright, yes. his men were so demoralized and exhausted that they just couldn't take it.
The enemy are utterly beaten! This is a crushing victory, worthy of a great
Barbarians. Morale is good, and their armor is very weak. Alright, so that was a heroic victory. I had 1,540 kills. My opponent, Artaxerxes of Persia, had 444 kills. Very, very good game to Artaxerxes. And, yeah, that was fun.